camera that started it all for me. Is it still a killer camera for starters in 2025? We are about to find out. Today, we are going to be reviewing my first baby, the Canon 550D. It's still the camera I use now. I mean, it's such a great camera, at least for starters, especially those on a budget. You know, starting as a YouTuber, content creator, you may say, I didn't have all the money to start up. So with the knowledge I had then, I had to look for something I could lay my hands on, something within my budget at least to get started. The Canon 550D came my way. Is it still a better choice now? Well, from experience, I'll be explaining that much later in details in the course of this video, especially as a video editor that has to edit, color grade, and all those stuff. The Canon 550D, also known as Rebel T2i in the US, is a digital single lens camera, that's DSLR, and it was released in February 2010. At the point of release, it was talked about a lot because I had to do a lot of research. You know, when you are on a budget, you have to maximize the little money you have at that particular point. So you just have to get the best from whatever is available. What made this camera so special as at when it came out, it was an upgrade of 500D. You know, 500D was the first video recording camera from the Rebel series. That's the affordable series of Canon cameras, right? Every content creator had the opportunity to have a DSLR camera that could record in 1080p at that time. 450D, which was the last, didn't have a video recording ability. So when 500D came out, it was much talked about because it gave room for content creators to use a DSLR camera for vlogging, content creation, right? After that year, 2029, in 2010, Canon came up with an upgraded version of 500D, which is the 550D. Even when Canon upgraded the following year, that is 2011, the only recognizable change they did was the flip screen. And it was more expensive, which made Canon 550D affordable and has the qualities for any video creator. Not just that, amongst all the cameras released that year, that is 2010 and 2011, Canon 550D was the best. I mean the best. It has better frame rate, better sensors, comparing them with Sony A380, which had 12.4 megapixels as against 18 megapixels, while Nikon D5100 had 14.2 megapixels. Still, Canon 550D reigns supreme amongst them with 18 megapixels. So what are the basic features of 550D for photography and videography? So the sensor, it has 18 megapixel APS-C sensor, great for capturing detailed image with good low light performance. The ISO range is between 100 and 6400, which is expandable to 12800, which allows shooting on various lighting conditions. It has autofocus of 9 points, reasonable fast and accurate for most shooting situations. It records in a high definition of 1080p at 30 frames per second. This was an excellent feature for its time and still usable for casual video content today, but it doesn't shoot at 4K. It has a 3-inch LCD display screen, decent resolution for reviewing shots and navigating settings. It has continuous shooting at 3.7 frames per second. Not the fastest though, but enough for most types of photography. The battery life is approximately 450 shots per charge. It's a fair standard for DSLR cameras. So how much is this camera? Is it affordable? I bought this camera in 2024. That was last year, 10th of September to be precise. To tell you how much I remember, right? It was worth 250,000 naira, approximately $160 in today's conversion. It was the most affordable that could be used to create meaningful content for YouTube and other social media platforms. So will I recommend anyone buying this camera today? Well, it still depends. Basically, budget situations and what's available that could do something you can use. So let me list out the problems I've noticed from this camera so far. First and foremost, the audio. If you saw my first video I created with this camera, if you go to my shots, you will notice a glitch in the audio quality. So I have to improvise using my phone as the audio recorder, which might be taxing for people that are not video editors or video editing inclined to lip sync audios and videos. The second problem is the video quality. It shoots at HD 1080p, no doubt, but the quality is not that sound, just like any other video camera. For newbies in video editing, you need advanced color grading skill to make your video come out better, which might be a problem for some people. The last problem I've noticed from this camera is that you need enough lights. You just need enough lights, enough to make your videos come out nice. And lastly, it doesn't shoot in 4K. As a video editor, you can upgrade that while editing. So basically, these are the disadvantages, the cons I've noticed from the 550D. So will I recommend anyone buying this camera? Before I will say that, let me show you some of the pictures and videos I've captured with this camera. Would I recommend somebody going for this camera at this point? I would say no, because there are other better cameras available now. It's almost 15 years and different companies have come up with better cameras that are still affordable. Instead of buying this, I would recommend buying the M50 Mark II from Canon. You can also buy the R50, EOS R50. It's a better camera than the 550D. From other brands, the person can go for Z50 or Fujifilm XX10. Can go for an iPhone. You just need little or no editing skills to make a video from your iPhone, from the Samsung. The recently launched Techno Spark phones. Those cameras are wonderful. They shoot in 4K, even 8K as the case may be. Those are better cameras than 550D in this time in 2025. Okay, that's it for the review of Canon 550D. My first camera, so to say. It has been worthwhile using it. I hope you got something from this video. Smash the like button and leave a comment in the comment section. You can as well support this channel with any token from your heart. The thanks button is there. Anything from the heart of love for this channel is highly appreciated. Better still, join our membership. Thank you for being a part of this video. From us to you, stay creative, live in the moment.